Good afternoon. Hope the blood pressure is okay. All that to come, but naturally we are going to start with events in Budapest this afternoon. And who better to review Ireland's glorious late win than a former gaffer and 79-time capped midfield general, Brian Kerr and Geoff Henrick in studio. Unfortunately, not down the pub, lads. I think that's where most people feel you should be at this in the minutes after that. Geoff, just, I mean, not going to come up with any kind of fancy question. How are you feeling?
I think you hit the nail on the head there. The blood pressure coming down a little bit. I couldn't believe it. Obviously, you know, we were all delighted that we're going into today with hope, dreaming that we could do something special, and leaving it right down to the last few seconds was dramatic enough. But you know, to see someone like Troy come back into the fold and just how proud he's made me feel. I've seen him come into the Ireland setup from a young lad with a lot of pressure on his shoulders, really, and then like I said, just seeing what he done the other night and today, and then he's emotional on camera, and it made me a little bit emotional as well. And I texted him the other night just saying how proud I am and go do it again Sunday, and he definitely did.
Brian, it's hard to believe it's only like a playoff that's been guaranteed. You know, like I didn't think Thursday could be topped, but it was just such a sense of joy and relief and release, wasn't it? The celebrations at the end, wasn't it?
Well, Tommy, I'm around the game a long time, and I've seen a lot of good days and dramatic finishes and emotional moments at the end of games. But that's up there with some of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen from an Irish international point of view. I don't know how many hundreds of internationals have been at, you know, there and thereabouts with the senior team. Was managing myself in a couple of miserable days where the result just went against us at the end. But today was just sensational. I mean, when we were 2-1 down and we were having a bit of a go, but Hungary looked like they had it under control. The team never stopped fighting. I'm just so delighted for them. They pulled it off. They deserved this result. I've been lucky enough to be close to them last year for a spell I spent in with John O'Shea and Paddy McCarthy, and they're a great group of lads. They're very, very committed to the Irish scene, and they're very, very professional in the way they go about their business. And they finally got a bit of reward because they've had a lot of stick and a lot of abuse over the results. And, you know, there's been a lot of negativity around Irish football, the FAI, the team, where we were going. Apart from the well-being of the League of Ireland, the rest of the game seems to be in a heap. And maybe even now the FAI will be able to pull back from all those redundancies for the workers, that there'll be a few quid coming in from the playoff games and whatever else happens after that. Because everyone's morale has been at a low level that loves the game so much. But what those players and the staff have done today has given us all such a boost, along with Thursday night. Going into Thursday night, I didn't think we'd beat Portugal. I didn't think we'd win today. But they've gone and done it. They've just been fantastic. And that magical moment when Troy got the winner. It was just almost unbelievable. But that's football. That's the brilliance of football, that someone can turn it around like that, and where the Hungarian team probably deserved to get done given the messing they were going on with the time wasting, and they caught up in the end. The manager, I think, said after the match they hadn't got time. The one thing the manager said before the match, he didn't mind if the goal was late, even if it was the 90th minute, and they get to win the goal. I think in his head they were going to play for 0-0 to lay it on, not to turn it around from 2-1 down and get 3 goals in that stadium in front of whatever it was, 67,000, a few thousand Irish people there. Magnificent.
Something